Hey guys, welcome back to another Virgo Girl recommendation. I am so excited to be back to recommend this particular show, The Dropout. It is fantastic. And I'm doing something that I actually haven't done before. I'm going to recommend this show to you as it is still ongoing. So the show is not completed, but it's so good that I'm confident that it's going to be good all the way to the end, and I hope that it's renewed. Well, if they don't complete everything, because this is about a lady, this is about a real person. So if they don't complete all of her, I guess, story in this particular season, hopefully it gets I know it'll get a second season. I don't even know why I'm saying hopefully. This show is amazing. Okay, so first of all, it stars Amanda Seyfried or Seyfried. Hopefully I'm saying her name right. I know her very well. She played in, of course, Mean Girls. She was one of the girls in Mean Girls. That's one show that she was hilarious in. And she's played in so many other movies. I actually, if she's in a movie, I do tend to watch because I just like her. She was in this movie called Chloe that was really good. You guys should check that out sometime. That was an excellent movie as well. But at any rate, back to The Dropout. The Dropout, it is just crazy. And it's just so good. I mean, it's like nail-biting good. It's like, you've got to be freaking kidding me. This is a true story. So it's about this girl. She basically has a startup. And she is doing this startup, and she did the startup while she was in college. She thought of this idea of what she wanted to do, and she was going to Stanford, and hence why it's called The Dropout, because she ends up dropping out of college to pursue her dreams to do this. She drops out of college to pursue her dreams of doing this product that's supposed to help people. So basically, it's a product that tests blood and is able to give more people access to things that may be wrong with them earlier. And it's just supposed to be a broader way to help people who may not have access to a lot of the doctor care and things that other people may have that have like more money. And, you know, that's just in a nutshell. Of course, it's for everybody, but if she wanted to do something that's going to really help people just on a broader scale, and reach more people, and kind of like prevent people from like passing away from things that could have been prevented, but they didn't have the means to go get treated or to go, you know, get checked to find out about the things early enough. At any rate, so she had this idea to start this, to do this startup, and that was basically what she was doing, just trying to create something positive. Well, it was all well and good in the beginning. But then what's sad is when things didn't go her way, it's like all of her morals and values just kind of like totally and completely just went out of the window to a degree. And she just started like doing anything to win. And she kind of like disregarded the fact that she basically, a good way to put it, she made it seem like she was actually still just doing like trials with like dummy trials. And she, even when she was working with like real people, she didn't treat the real people the way she should have. And I'm saying it this way because I don't want to give everything away, just for those of you who haven't watched it. But basically what happened is she started doing things where that were immoral and just not doing the right thing because she was so invested in this startup. And also she had all these people like backing her. And basically she was doing well. I mean, like as far as with all the money that people were investing in her and people were believing her. And this is, okay, so that's pretty much it. A little, you know, as far as about the show. I don't want to dig too deep, like I said, because it'll give away everything. But here's the thing. This is a prime example of pretty privilege. This girl is beautiful. Well, Amanda Seyfried is beautiful. And then the lady that, you know, so she's playing this character like a beautiful girl. And it's just so funny how like in the movie, you know, like throughout the movie, like people are saying like, how is she getting away with this? And then it's so funny because at one point someone says, well, because she's blonde and she's pretty, you know, and they said it like it was like the people in the room didn't really get it, and they like said it again, because it's like being pretty will get you far in life. That pretty privilege really does work. And then when you watch this show, you can kind of see how her beauty really blinded a lot of the people she worked with, because she was like in the tech, dealing with like tech people and scientists and things like that. So engineers. So of course, a lot of them were men. So she knew exactly how to behave as a woman to not offend any of the men or try to be like too like aggressive. You know, she still was very, she was dominant enough to make her say and to get things accomplished. However, she didn't cross the line. Like, she wasn't at all, she was very feminine. She very much so knew where to be aggressive and where not to be aggressive. So she rode that line very well. Plus, like I said, her being a pretty girl, that helped a lot. She was very young. She started all this, I think, when she was like 20, I believe. And it just blew up. I mean, like, as far as her success, it was crazy. But here's the thing, it's what she was doing to get to where she is. That's just crazy. And she ended up, of course, it starts off like she's in court and everything. So of course, I don't know what happens to her, and I don't want to know. So I could, of course, Google it and find out, but I don't want to know. So of course, I'm just waiting to kind of see like what happens throughout the show, to see what happens to her, you know, for all these things that she's doing, because she does some crazy, crazy things. And it also shows what greed does to you. That's the one thing I saw. Like in this show, like greed, that's something that really, really, once I think a person gets a taste of, you know, that success and that money coming through, it's just the greed. And with this girl, it's not even like new money, because she comes from money. That's another thing. The lady that in the movie, she actually comes from money. So it's not like her name is Elizabeth Holmes. That's the lady that, you know, Amanda Seyfried is playing, but she actually comes from money. The lady, you know, she has, you know, a rich family, and that family, I think that's why, honestly, she's kind of a way she is as well. The family is really like successful, you know, of course. So therefore, in her mind, she has to come and be successful as well. But she really, really, really has the pressure on her, because of like where her family background and how failure is just not an option. And yeah, you'll see that's one dynamic I saw too. Because one time I saw where she went to her mom, and it was like, another mom may have said something different, but her mom told her, you know, something that kind of kept her going in the wrong direction, if you will. And her mom did so, just kind of like pushing her. Not that her mom necessarily knew that she was doing all this immoral stuff. At any rate, this show, oh my God, there's so many moving parts to it, guys. You're not even gonna believe the way they treat people, the way they cover up like labs, like it'll make you not even want to get your blood work done. Unless you're like standing there watching them. Like, I cannot even believe that they did all this stuff with the lab work, you know, like with real people. You're going to be so surprised. But just watch it. It's called The Dropout. It's an amazing, amazing film. I mentioned Amanda. It also has some other stars in it. William C. Macy is in it. I recognized him. Stephen Fry is in it. He's an older guy. He plays in a lot of movies. Laurie Metcalf is in there. She's a lady. She played Roseanne's sister on that show, Roseanne. She's actually in there as well. And then there's some more actors as well. But the acting also is fantastic, by the way. I think everyone is just doing a fantastic job. I feel like I'm there, and I love that. I feel I'm back in that era that they actually were in. So that was really good as well. I believe, you know what, on the year, I want to say like 2004. It seemed like that was kind of like around the time that this was going on. I believe it was around 2004, if I'm not mistaken. 2003, 2004. It was somewhere back then. But yeah, she did an amazing job. Anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. Watch this series. Comment below and let me know if you're watching it and if you're loving it as much as I am. Also, what do you guys think about Amanda's acting? I think Amanda Seyfried, I think she is an amazing actress on here. And this right here, this puts her on another level if you ask me. I've seen several of her movies, but this movie here really shows her range. She really did a phenomenal job. And I'm thinking there's going to be some awards in the future for her on this one because she nailed it. Nailed it. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, peace.